What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Applesauce. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not the Applesauce Podcast. Don't stop. Don't stop. All right. Don't hit not record with the stop button. Don't hit the stop button because this is the Studio 149 podcast. This is the new and improved Studio 149 podcast. We're not Applesauce anymore. I got tired of the name, so I changed it up. And this is the year end podcast where we review what's going on, what happened over the year in video games, and we are honored to be joined by a close friend of the channel, one of my buddies. I'm so glad to have met him this year. That is Level With You's very own Kenny Castro, the Dominican Bakugo, the bad guy. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. Thank you, man. Definitely say I am glad to have met you guys. It's been fun. I am the resident troll within the Studio 149 Discord.
Yeah, you definitely are, man. It's crazy because you led with the troll shtick and you haven't let go since, man. So I'm like, you know,
I got to keep it up. I got to keep it up. It's what the people want.
it's what
It's
the people want.
provocative.
It's provocative. Anyway, so because I didn't work on the show at all, it's gonna be a little weird the first episode. But we have a little bit of podcasting appearance. Level With You's got their Level With You podcast, which is awesome, and everyone should check it out. What do you guys talk about on there, Kenny?
We talk about ramen. We talk about movies, but mainly we talk about video games.
Ramen?
Yeah, sometimes I talk about ramen. I can veer off course and go left sometimes, and then Smiley Wiley has to reel me in.
No,
Smiley
no.
Wiley. Yo, dude, you don't have to tell me about getting reeled in. Mr. Lightman here always has his hands full with me.
Oh, I know. You kind of, if it wasn't for Lightman, you kind of, you bring down the stuff.
Wow.
I'm gonna let you guys know right now that the podcast Kenny and I are gonna be on. It's gonna be very interesting then.
What do you mean?
If he keeps going left like that, because
Yeah.
I definitely always go towards a different path,
you know,
man.
it's funny because we're working on our own podcast. Lightman, the Broadway Vic, and Kenny Castro. Um, I don't even know if I want to call it a video game podcast. I'm pretty sure conversations are just gonna flow outside of that topic constantly, probably.
Yeah,
It's
all the time.
it's gonna be the video game podcast with some video game talk in it.
But so, Kenny, how's your Sunday going?
Man, it was going good. Other than, of course, me as a procrastinator, sometimes I decided to do some last minute Christmas shopping, and I was in
Nice.
stores, and it felt like I was in the middle of World War III, and just trying to get out of places and stay alive. But I made
Goddamn.
it. My Saints lost. I don't want to talk about it no more. And
We
my
barely
Knicks
talked about
have
it already.
and my Knicks have five power forwards on the roster. I'm not having a good year.
Yeah. You could have stopped that Mike Knicks and you would have made the point. Honestly, dude. Yo, but I've had such a terrible Sunday, dude. We recently moved and like my beard's getting out of all crazy and it's disheveled, and I finally went, you know what? I'm in a new area. I got to find myself a barber eventually, so I went to a new barber today and it was the worst experience. I almost ended up getting into a fight with one of the guys over there. So, Kenny, I don't know, do you have a beard, Kenny?
I'm right now wolfing it, bro. I have a crossbreed between a beard and like a full body sweater happening right now.
Beard.
Like it's connecting to all kinds of like it's connecting to my shoulders now. Like I don't know.
God.
I don't know what's happening, bro.
Yeah, dude. You probably need to go get that checked out by a doctor, dude. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, dude. So I was woofing it for a long time because I don't, like I like my old barber, right? And I didn't have the courage to go get a new one. So today was the day. I went to the new place. I walked in there. I'm standing there for 5 minutes because you know how these things go, right? So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
standing there for 5 minutes. Nobody knows me, so of course, no, everyone's kind of ignoring me. So I kind of like, yo, what's going on? Like, can I get some help here? And this guy comes up to me and he's like, what do you need? I go, yo, bro, I need a shape up. And he goes, "Yeah, shape up's gonna be $20." And I'm like, $20 for a shape up, bro? He goes, "Yeah, because we gotta cut it down too, and we gotta do all this extra stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I know what a shape up is. Shape up is never more than $12, $14. $14 is the most I've ever paid for a shape up." And so the guy's like, whatever. We're like talking back and forth a little bit, and then this random dude from the basement, which I don't know how this layout works. But he came from the basement. He's like, yo, bro, just go sit in the black chair. I'm gonna go help you out. So I sit down, and the guy, he helps me, he cuts me, blah blah blah. He cuts my beard, which by the way he messed it up a little bit, so sucks already. And I get up to pay him. I give him the $20, and he like starts reaching for change. He takes out 5 and 3 singles, and he like handed it back to me, and I'm like, "What's going on here?" He goes, "Yeah, shape up is $12." So like, I don't know about you, Ken, but sometimes I can get very aggravated. So I stopped the guy. I'm like, "Wait, it's $12?" And he goes like, "Yeah." He's like, "So why is this guy telling me that it's $20?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I'm not sure why." So I looked at the guy that told me it was $20, and I get into an argument with him. I'm like, "Oh, bro, you told me that it was $20, and you think I don't want to curse with you." He's like, "You think I'm stupid, bro? I'm not dumb. Don't try to look at me. I walked in full beard. You think I've never had a shape up before?" And so the guy's like, "Poppy, relax." And so, yo, dude, it got so out of hand very quickly. I ended up calling my little sister. I was so goddamn angry, and that when I call my sister, then I'm very angry. But I almost ended up smacking the guy. And not only that, I come back home and I'm like, "All right, whatever, that's done. My beard is messed up. It's fine. My beard grows pretty quick." I went to do laundry, go downstairs. Goddamn laundry card's not working anymore. And it's been a long Sunday, but I'm glad that we're here now.
Wow, that sounded like a lot.
No, it was. I had to get it out of my chest, bro. Because
For a second, I thought you called your little sister so she could fight the barbers for you. But thankfully you clarified it was to vent.
No, I had to vent, bro, because I would have ended up smacking the guy because he just like got on my nerves. But
Yeah.
this episode is, like I said, it's the year-end review. We're gonna go over what our games of the year were, the biggest blunders of the year, and anything else in between, man. So you guys ready to talk some games?
Oh, I'm ready. I was born ready.
Sure. I'm good to go. I have no funny anecdote for today.
You have no funny anecdote?
No.
No, you kind of were just like trying to make sure that everything runs. Listen, if there's a man that doesn't take a day off, it's Mr. Lightman. He's always getting the audios right. He's always making sure that the streams are going right. Listen, he's the engine. I'm just the conductor, I'm just the guy that's on there that just has to make sure that he doesn't screw it up and veers the train off track. But Lightman's the guy that keeps the channel going. So shout out to him.
Also fix the mic.
Yes, he did fix the mic, yes. So I want to start off. What were your favorite games of the years, man? What are we thinking? What were your personal games of the year?
Oh, more than
Who's
one?
gonna lead off?
Well, we gotta start with the guest, man.
Always
The guest has to go 1st. Let's go, Kenny. What are some of your favorite games of the year? I don't really like saying the game of the year because it's like
Yeah, because so many games hit so many notes. For personally, so I think it's tough to say game of the year.
Mm.
I would say my top of the list, like the one, and I follow this comment up with the fact that it's also the most recent game that I beat. But I know Nicey, Shantae the artist, she jumped in a lot of times when you guys weren't streaming, and she followed along with the streams and she was checking out the story. My top one as of right now has to be Yakuza Like a Dragon. That game, when I tell you the story, is amazing, and the way they did the combat, it was kind of like, almost like they took a little bit from Persona with their turn-based combat, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna make this Yakuza game a turn-based combat game, and we're gonna go over the top with it. Where they made the main character a big Dragon Quest fan, so he kind of like, so the whole thing throughout the whole game was like he was kind of comparing his real life to like if it was a Dragon Quest game. Dude, and he was the hero.
That's very funny. I popped into your streams every now and then, dude, and it's so crazy because I never notice that it was turn based. Usually when I have a stream on, I'm like usually like doing something else, or unless I'm actively involved, then I would really pay attention. But I didn't know it was turn based, and it's interesting that they went turn based with the latest Yakuza game. This is the latest one, right?
Yeah, it's the latest one.
All right. Any other games really really hit a
Well,
note for you?
I would say, is it, even though I just started playing this game, it's still within the calendar year.
Oh, thank you
There
for
we go.
doing that actually, because I hate that they have a cutoff for anything any of the year. Apparently the cutoff is always like after Thanksgiving or something, and I hate
Yeah,
that.
it's like a couple days right before December hits.
I hate that so much. It never made any
Yeah.
sense to me.
No, it doesn't make sense to me. So to me, if I played a new game and it's still within the calendar year, it's 2020 to me.
Yeah.
And I would say a game. I don't know how you guys feel about these kinds of games, but it's a roguelike deck building game, and it just dropped on the Game Pass. It's called Monster Train.
Monster Train.
Yes.
I cannot say I've ever heard of this game, bro. Tell me about it.
So it's a deck building game. So you kind of pick your clans. Like you pick a main clan, so you get your guardian from that clan, and then your kind of the second clan that you're kind of going into this run as who you're forging a bond with. So you'll get like secondary cards from them as well. So you'll get like most of the time magic cards from that one.
That
And
sounds a little complex.
It is. It can get complex. I will say I tend to be pretty okay with these kinds of games, like Slay the Spire. So this one is, I don't know if you checked out Slay the Spire at all. It's like Slay the Spire, except for in this, you get 3 floors of a train before they get to your main conductor the heart of your train's conductor, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't destroy the monsters on the first floor in one turn, they go up to the second floor, and then same thing. Like next turn, if you don't destroy them there, they go up to the third floor, and then from there until they reach the conductor room.
That's
hold up. That reminds me of the Wii Shop game, My Life as a King, Final Fantasy.
Wow.
Anybody ever played that?
I don't think many people
that
played
one out.
Wii Shop games, dude.
That was a great game, actually. That and My Life as a the villain. I forgot. They're both Final
My
Fantasy
life
games.
as a villain.
But that's pretty much the thing. You set up a whole dungeon. You lay out the traps. Hopefully, you kill the person coming at you. It's a fun game. Reminds me what he described reminds me of that actually.
So it's
in a way, if you think about it, if you take the monsters that you deploy and you play, you gotta kind of look at it. It's like traps, and the good thing is that this one will display to you how much damage each one of your monsters or cards will take, and how much damage the opposing ones will take, or if they're gonna in this one turn, if they're gonna get wiped as of how the floor is standing at the moment.
Yeah. So wait, you said this is a deck building game, like it's a card game?
Yeah, it's a card game.
Dude, what the hell? I gotta check gameplay out. Did you play it on Twitch or?
I didn't. I was thinking about it, but one of the guys, Anthony Duarte, it did do some gameplay footage with Smiley Wiley, adding in some commentary. So that should be dropping soon. I would say within a couple days.
Oh, okay, I was about to say
they're not as good as me. I already completed a run with in my train, so I was able to make it back to hell. Which this whole thing is that you're in this train with your monsters.
The more you tell me about this game, the more things are happening.
Oh yeah, man, it's full of a lot of things, but it's very intriguing. So your main goal in this train is to make it back to hell, but you have to pass through these multiple stops, and at each stop, you're fighting these monsters, and sometimes they're boss battles as well. And there a lot of times it's like different angels and things like that, with different abilities, different, special effects, depending on what it is. One will, attack every turn as well before even their final wave, because their final wave in the boss fight is when the actual boss actually goes to the first floor and works his way up.
God.
Right?
Yeah, that does sound interesting. I mean, it doesn't sound like a game for me, because I'm a very simple man, Just give me a gun and I'm out there.
I don't know if you're that simple, man. I still say we can't just give you a gun. We already see the Warzone stats, bro.
Yo, this you gotta stop teasing me about the Warzone things, man. See me in team deathmatch and in free for alls, bro. That's my bread and butter. Warzone and all these goddamn battle royale games they're fun, but they're not my cup of tea for real.
Pick up Rogue Company, man. You could see me in we could see how good you do there. I know you guys have it already.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I can do Rogue Company. I can do Rogue Company. I didn't play it too much, but I'll do it. I'll do it.
I already sounds like my back's gonna hurt. Having to carry you.
Yeah, whatever you say, man. Listen, you're a troll. You're gonna tease me. It is what it is. I'm past it. I got skin thick as an elephant's, bro. Some might say I'm as big as one too, you know. But Mr. Lightman, what's going on with you, man? What's the game of the year for you? What's some of your game of the year? And you can't say, I swear to God, if you say Marvel Strike Force, I would knock this microphone on the floor and smack you in the face.
I would have said that, but they made a lot of oopsie daisies this year.
Whoopsie daisies?
Yeah.
Is that what you call that?
Yes, it was a poop show. You know,
Yeah.
it was a terrible year for them. So I guess number one favorite game of the year is Age of Calamity.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yes,
All right.
so much fun. This is the game that I've always dreamt of playing Zelda games, because in Zelda you always usually take place after like the wars and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to play that game. This is that game.
So you always wanted to play the games where the war is happening.
Yeah.
Not after.
Yeah, no,
I mean, those games are really fun, but the way that they build the universe in Zelda, where it's like this great war happened and the floods and Link dies and he fails at his mission, it like when you started off like that, I'm like, I want to see that. I don't like, you know, like I don't want to go through an endless ocean, bro. I want to see how we got here. Which, you know, Hyrule War, have you beat it?
I haven't. I'm assuming I'm close to it because of where the story is at right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the first game that I actually get a prequel to what happens to a game, because I also want to play the Flood from oh my god,
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. There you go. And I want to play the Civil War that happens in Zelda, the first Zelda.
The what?
The Civil War.
The Civil War.
Yeah, the
that I'm
Civil
not sure
War
what you're talking about.
There's the war with the Twilight, with the
Oh, and Twilight Princess.
yeah. But there's also a war that happens before that,
God damn.
where they get
dude.
banned to the Shadow Realm and all that.
Wait, so this is gonna be a stupid question, and I'm fine with it, right? Is Hyrule the planet, or is it like a country?
I think it's the country.
Yeah, dude, I would have been moved out. I'm like, dude, there's like a big giant war like every 50 to 100 years. I don't want to raise my child here.
I mean, yeah, because they never really say anything outside of. I think the only thing that takes place outside of Hyrule is Lorule, and everything in
Spirit tracks
Majora's
and
Mask.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and Majora's Mask too. No, but Majora's Mask takes place in Hyrule, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it's different.
It's like a different timeline,
Ah,
but it's not Hyrule.
I see.
Then yeah, you got Lorule, and then you have the Spirit Tracks thing, which isn't Hyrule anymore. I also want to play a sequel to that game though.
Yeah, I gotta see you beat the game, Hyrule Warriors, because I gotta see how they end it. I wonder if they're gonna Halo Reach it, cause dude, Halo Reach, bro, was such a great ending, dude.
It is.
It was so good, bro. Like what does it say? Like just survive.
Yeah.
Just says survive, right? And then I'm out there, dude. I'm like throwing grenades. I'm like getting overrun, and then what? Ken, you played Reach, right?
Yeah, how many kills did you get in that little segment at the end before you finally went down?
Whoa!
Who
keeps count? Who keeps count of that? Listen, all I know is had an awesome time. I was ramboing everybody.
It sounds like you got 2 kills.
Yeah, I was really caught up in the grenade thing, right? You can tell that was the only highlight from my ending right there.
Yep.
So, yeah, so you have like these grenades are going off. I'm like shooting everybody. I'm feeling so badass, and it's a great ending to the game. It's a good ending. Which, by the way, we must continue our Halo franchise playthrough. All right, you guys, the Warthog brothers must ride again. You guys can just leave me hanging there, right?
We gotta get through 2 so we could bring you in.
Yeah.
Man,
Part 2.
Lord.
Yeah, it's probably
you know
never
what?
gonna
I was talking about the issue with 2 the podcast. I want to say a week or 2 ago. and we were talking about it, and everybody was like, "Yeah, Halo 2," and I'm like, "Don't talk to me about Halo 2," because me and Mr. Lightman found out the hard way what the hardest difficulty brings, and that is anyone dies, you start the level over from your checkpoint.
Oh my god, dude! I like that stream is so great, right? Because it's like you see the highs of Lightman and Kenny beating Halo 1, which, by the way, that ending sequence took you guys so goddamn long to beat.
Bro,
because of how bad the driving is.
that thing has absolutely
Alright,
no
whatever.
handling, bro.
Yeah. I can't make
no
excuses,
traction.
but you guys can, right?
Well, we both tried it, so yeah.
Yeah, like
Wait,
they could develop a super soldier, right? But they can't develop better handling on the Warthog.
Jeez,
That makes no sense to me.
it doesn't, man. That took us
No,
like 20,
the reason
25
why
minutes.
it's so
Yeah.
hard to ride in the Warthogs is because it's driving around literally, like a 1-ton man.
Like, I was about to say, that actually makes a lot
So
of
like
sense.
so
Within
there's
the
gonna be an
game.
extra skirt on the edge, bro. That you can't
No,
really
not
do.
even because it kind of we offset it. It was two men. It was a 2-man job. He was driving and I was in the back on the turret. We were weighing it down balanced. It
The
doesn't make
point
sense
is
to me.
you guys were overdoing it on the suspensions, bro. Right, so that's what took you guys. That's why it took you guys so long. But the larger point is, you see the highs of you guys beating Halo 1, and it just by the end of the stream with Halo 2, just the sound of defeat on in your guys' voice. It's just like it was beautiful to me. Almost, it was like poetry, honestly.
No, because when we started it, we thought it was a glitch, like the game was crashing or something.
Yep.
We couldn't explain what was happening. 'Cause he kept dying and I kept walking, and then I just got teleported back. So it was like, hey, did the game glitch up or something? Because it doesn't even give you the game over screen.
Yeah, I do remember you guys collectively going, "No way, this is not. Why would they set the game up like this? It worked so well in the first one."
It was terrible. Oh Lord, we spent
Horrible. I know there was a couple times where like, as the Lightman's like, "Oh, I got the last person. Don't die," and I'm like, "I already died."
He died as I killed the last person, so the checkpoint doesn't get activated.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys had some wild moments in that stream.
Ken-
But is there
Ken-
another? Yo,
Oh, Kenny cost us a lot in Halo 2, yo.
In
Halo
in
2?
the second,
No,
in
yeah.
Halo 2, I definitely cost us a lot of restarts because I just didn't know what was going on. It was very hectic. At one point in time, I think we only beat that first checkpoint because I was just taking it slow and like crouching and hiding and letting Lightman kill
I
people.
can't stop laughing.
I was in that corner just chucking grenades.
Just like,
There
yeah,
was a couple of
so-
times
yeah.
I died ridiculously. I did not
But-
understand how I died.
And then it's crazy because the next chapter is even harder than the intro. So good luck to you guys. All right,
We passed the intro to the
But
second
that's what I'm
chapter
s-
pretty fast though.
that's what I'm saying. Like it gets harder.
It does it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh man.
It's very very difficult at times.
That
I
doesn't
played it
sound
hard.
exciting.
Well, listen, I'm no expert in Halo. I mean, I'm good in the multiplayer, but it does get difficult. I was playing it on hard, and it gets a little hard, bro.
We're
Will
playing on
not
the
lie.
hardest difficulty.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the caveat is that it's in legendary
Yeah.
because you guys
Mhm.
are insane. But is there any other game of the year for you outside of
Uh,
Hyrule Warriors?
Damn. No More Heroes, I guess. I got a remake.
Come on, dude. What?
Does that not count?
No, you can't.
Hold up.
You
hold
can't
up.
include
Alright,
remakes.
Look, no, hold up. My argument for No More Heroes is that Among Us 2 keeps winning multiplayer game of the year.
Well,
That
Among
came out
Us.
2 years too. That
No.
came out 2 years ago. Among Us.
That is true.
Among Us came out in 2 years ago. Is what you meant to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. And it won awards, which is like, should it have won awards?
Ongoing game.
Maybe ongoing game. It
I'll
should
make
have
a,
done
I'll
that.
make a, you can make an argument for ongoing game.
Yeah,
But-
you could definitely make the argument for ongoing game. I
Yeah.
think what works in this argument with No More Heroes, even though it's just a port, how well does the port feel on the Switch?
It's butter, bro. It's
Smooth?
butter. Smooth as hell.
Then if it feels like if they could have just never dropped it before and then dropped it now and it makes it feel like damn, this is still good,
Mhm.
then you could count it.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the PlayStation 3 version that they got. 'Cause that PlayStation 3 version is garbage. That
No,
port, that's a terrible port.
It's so crazy that you say that because I remember that a couple of companies during the Wii and PS3 days, like they would bring Wii games over to the PS3, or they'll do like offshoots of franchises that started on the Wii, and those games were just so bad. It's like It's either because like they had like another development team working on it, and that development team just like did whatever. But it's definitely interesting. It was definitely interesting.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Why would Animal Crossing, dude? Did it win any award?
No.
I think not even like Family Game.
No, I think.
Nope.
No, I think it might have won
Among Us.
one. I think, but it was like one of those irrelevant awards that nobody cares about. But yo, Animal Crossing not winning Game of the Year, or awards in general is such highway robbery, bro. Not even just like on a personal level, not a bias level, because I freaking love Animal Crossing, but just like it was literally the talk of the zeitgeist when it dropped. Like everybody was talking about Animal Crossing on Twitter, on mainstream media was talking about it. Dude, it sold 27 million copies since March, which is like insane. And so, you know, whatever. Like Last of Us 2, I played it. It's an awesome game. But I don't know. I don't know if I would have given it Game of the Year.
I thought it would have won Cultural Game of the Year, which is a new thing that they did for the Game Awards.
Are they?
Yeah, but it did not win that, and I thought that was kind of stupid, because you also have people selling stuff in Animal Crossing. Did not know that was a thing. You got KFC, you got
we have Ronald
Gucci and all
McDonald.
that. Yeah. No, but I'm talking about they actually have like barcodes that you can actually scan and
Oh,
it takes
yeah.
you to their website,
Yeah.
and then you can buy it from there.
Oh, that's so interesting. That I didn't know. But man, what was I gonna say? Animal Crossing. Blah. Well, I guess the thought escaped me. My personal Game of the Year. Do you have anything else?
Not to my knowledge right now.
Guys, come on. You guys are missing the best Game of the Year, guys. We're talking Duke Nukem 3D 30th anniversary, bro. Duke Nukem's never out of style. That man's he's a legend to me. What's
All
John
right,
say,
guys,
John?
That's where I sign off.
Nah, yo, I still love Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody would say to me, but he's always gonna be one of my favorite characters, especially because I played Bulletstorm, and he is such an amazing character in Bulletstorm.
You played the Duke Nukem edition,
Yeah.
where they just like ham fisted him into.
And it is amazing.
Dude, it's-
They make it work. I don't know how they did it, but they make it
No.
work in that game.
It works because you like B movies and stuff, you know. So like it sucks and it's
Oh.
cheesy, but like it's funny at the same time.
Also, Lightman's a fan of Cobra by Sylvester Stallone.
Oh man, you're throwing it back, man. You're aging this whole podcast right here, dude. Oh, the thought came back to me. Quick plug: everyone should watch the new thing that we're doing now, the annual roast of Jeff Keighley. Ken is gonna be there every year forever for the rest of our lives because we're never gonna get rid of him.
We've actually gotten like 20 views since then.
Like we were watching it.
Yeah.
I can't wait because I'm manifesting it. We're all gonna blow up. Can't wait for our bag to get fumbled because Jeff Keighley's like, "You guys do this every year?" I'm like, yeah, we've been doing this. We've been
Before we
doing this
even
for a long
recorded it.
time. You're lucky we're doing this on stream. You should hear the things we say outside of it.
Right? Be like, "Hey, you guys are just haters of you." No,
There's-
thank you. I don't want to
Listen,
be
Jeff,
you, bro.
You and those blue shoes, there's nothing to hate on, all right? I'll tell you that.
Nothing. He's gonna come up to me and be like, "So you've been roasting me for how long?" I'm like, "Listen, at this point in time, I can't remember."
Who hasn't
I'm like-
roasted you? Martin Duke
Exactly. It's like, bro, just go on Twitter. Everyone's roasting you.
All right.
But I mean, I got a couple of games that I really enjoyed, man. Like Duke Nukem was a joke, but I do like Duke Nukem. No More Heroes was also a lot of fun. Animal Crossing is my personal game of the year. Paper Mario was also a lot of fun, dude. There's some moment in a forest that's just so
Oh,
goddamn
man.
trippy and so out of field for the Paper Mario franchise that I think everyone should play that game just off of that scene alone.
Was
But-
it early on? Because I'm still, what is it? I think I unraveled the red ribbon.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's definitely early on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so I think
Listen.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Definitely trippy.
There's like singing involved.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
dude,
bro.
bro, that scene was like
I
we
was
were
losing my
streaming it,
mind
people were
on that
watching
stream,
like,
yeah.
what the hell is going on here? What do we think about Fall Guys, man? I thought Fall Guys was a lot of fun.
I didn't play Fall Guys that much.
Didn't?
Like I don't have a PlayStation like that, so I don't really. I like if you play it, I'll
Mhm.
give it a shot every now and then. But
It's on PC, I think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on. It's definitely on PC. But Lightman has such a great computer, and it's so sad that he doesn't play games on it. It's
No.
so like I see his GTX 2070 Super. He's got a dope CPU on there. And I'm just like, dude, you're like do something with
Yo,
it, man. Like
he-
Extreme Destiny or
He
something.
says it's wasted, right? But I also do the edits for the 4K videos,
Well, listen,
and
I'm
that serves its purpose.
I'm just saying, right? You have the power, use
Wait.
it, bro.
Hold up, you just reminded me about another game that I really enjoyed this year, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
There we go. Listen,
Ah,
the only way you would have loved it more is if you actually get the balls to like buy the whole rig where you just like
Yo, I'm looking at it. There's some that it costs like $75 to $125, and I'm good. I would buy those, but then there's some that look so good, so beautiful, and all that. They're like $400, and I'm like, ugh.
yeah.
yeah, the prices can get wild with those things.
They do, but I want to get one so badly. Somebody said you can buy like the $275 ones to actually jury rig your own thing,
Mm.
and I'm thinking about doing that just because I really like the flight sticks.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy that people go out of their ways with these, and they're like high quality controllers apparently.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
Like I'm not saying you can like go work at Delta afterwards, but I'm just saying they're saying it works.
Now you can if you play that there's a game where you could learn how to fly a plane like that.
Really?
Yeah, actually, that they used that in my high school for ROTC. Like you had to do, I forget how many hours on the simulator on the in class,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'd bring you out to actually finish off getting like your hours on an actual plane, on an actual like little small plane.
Wow.
I've seen the streams of that. I like it. It looks. I mean, even the streams are fun to watch because these people take it so serious. It's amazing.
I mean, you kind of have to take it serious, you know.
Nah,
They get full in character and everything.
they got like freaking pilot outfits on and stuff.
yeah, but the thing is, because you can also have like passengers as
Yeah.
actual people. Like you can log into the game and just be a passenger for somebody.
No way,
And-
really.
Nah, yeah, and some people are just trolls when they're passengers.
Backseat gaming, dude. No
Yeah.
way.
And yo,
I'm about to do that.
one guy just shut down his whole game. He was like, you know what? I'm done. You guys aren't listening to me. I'm telling you guys, take a seat. Yeah, it's some of the funniest thing I've ever
Yo,
seen. Man.
Ken and I should do that. We should go be a passenger of someone's flight.
You
So
should.
like, yo, listen, your peanuts suck. Air ventilation's not good in this airplane. You're never gonna make it as a pilot, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Where's the stewards?
That-
I've been waiting for a while now. Where's my cocktail?
It's such a funny game, but like, especially if you want to go in there and ruin it for people.
it's only fun when you're trolling.
Yeah.
But if you're being trolled, I can't imagine it's such a great experience.
Right, but I'm pretty sure you can like close it down to people. So like, if you've been
Make
trolled
it
by the
private,
same
yeah.
person multiple times,
Mm.
just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna ban this guy from my personal game. But it's such a funny thing to watch. I didn't know it was a thing. Just
No,
like,
yeah, I didn't know it was a thing until right now. So I didn't know people did that. Even in high school, it's a lot of pressure to put on high schoolers. High schoolers.
I mean, if you have the dream of being a pilot, I guess that's good.
That's true.
It's not even
The people who did it were like the ones that were super into the ROTC and got good grades. They had to first get like a certain GPA. I literally was like, yeah, I'm like the ROTC heads like were like, get this guy out of our program. I spent the whole year not in uniform. And for
Nah.
some reason,
Mm.
I outgrew my shoes part of the uniform, right?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Jesus, dude.
And they didn't have any 11s in stock
Mm.
for literally 3 whole marking periods.
Mm.
Did not
Yeah.
get size 11s.
So that's
in the
not your
shipment.
fault.
Right. Somebody's telling you not to do that.
Yeah, dude,
So-
someone's plotting against you, bro.
Broke completely. So they were like, I was like, yo. They were like, well, we can't give you shoes, so you can't. You will not come into school with like any other shoes. So don't wear the uniform. And I'm like, so what's my grade gonna be? They were like, well, you're gonna get a passing grade for your uniform every uniform week because you can't wear it. It's not your fault. And I'm like, don't
Get
tell
the-
me twice.
Yeah, you get the hell out of here, bro.
I wish some of my teachers would have done that.
Dude, I would have walked in with the 4s on, bro. You kidding me? I'm like, yeah, dude, this is a new sort of airplane right now, right? This is gonna get crazy. But before we move on to the next topic, which is blunders of the years, you guys have any last remaining thoughts about some of your favorite games?
Play Age of Calamity. It's a fun game. Number 6. The Switch outsold the PlayStation and the Xbox in November.
That doesn't count. They came out like in the last week,
It's
probably.
still launch month, bro.
That's true. Which actually, now that you mention it, It's part of the next segment, actually, of something that I want to talk about. All right, guys. We took a quick break. Now it's on to. I don't want to say I was looking forward to this conversation, but it's always an interesting conversation to have.
It's my favorite part.
We spoke about our favorite games of the year. Now we're talking about some of the biggest blunders of the years, man. And of course, once again, the Balls of the Year, Cord Kenny, guest privileges, man. What was some of the biggest blunders, and what were your thoughts on them?
Madden 21.
Oh my God, dude! There were so many things going on this year, but I completely forgot about that.
Man,
I was
such
there when
a
it launched.
blunder.
Mm.
I was so disappointed with just the nonsense in that game and how, like, I tried to do the Madden Monday streams and I lost interest right away.
I saw that.
Like the pay to play was on 100 this time around.
Mm.
They did nothing really to improve the game. It was practically the same game once again, rehashed just like any other Madden.
Yeah,
and
dude,
yeah.
I was watching your streams, bro, and I saw the fun leaving your body like over the course of time. I'm like, this guy's gonna give up on this game eventually, dude. Because I've never seen. I mean, maybe I have, but I've never seen someone dedicate like time to a game and just like you pretty much hate playing it, dude. Like you just wanted to confirm it with yourself that it was this bad. And you're like, maybe you got to get used to it or whatever. But no, dude, you stopped the Madden Mondays and you went on the podcast and you were talking about it. You were burning it and everything.
Man, it was bad, and the craziness was that when I first got the 10-hour, like when I did the 10-hour free, early trial before it released, I was like, yo, this feels good, like okay, I'm not barely playing with anybody. I'm playing just the computer, just okay, we'll see what happens on release day. Release day came around, and I was like, yo, maybe it's just today, and then the following week came, and I was like, oh man. Yeah, this can't be my whole life on Mondays.
Nah, I think
You're definitely in for a bad
I think
time.
I added to his suffering with all the questions I was asking that first stream.
Oh yeah, you were asking a ton of questions, but dude, it's maybe because I haven't paid attention to Madden in a long time. But I feel like this go around there was a lot of talk about how bad Madden was this year.
Yeah, man, it definitely was. Like it was like eye popping, and then how bad Madden is that nobody's talking about the next gen Madden. Like,
Oh
my
because
God.
that released as well,
Did it?
and there's nothing special about it.
Wait, so it's already out on Xbox Series X and PS5?
Yeah,
No way.
uh-huh. It's already out,
Jesus.
and then check it. Right. Fun fact.
Don't tell me you got it.
You can't play with anybody from the last gen.
Oh,
What?
that's stupid.
That's
I've always hated that. I don't get it.
What? But what? Why not though?
No reason.
Nah,
I don't
that's
have a
stupid.
reason.
Nah, that's just so you can upgrade.
Well,
That's
so
goddamn stupid.
if I want to play my friends that never picked up the Series X, I have to have the Xbox One version as well as my Series X version both installed. Because let's say I want to play online on the next gen, but then I want to play online franchise with my friends on the last gen, I have to take up 80 plus gigabytes of my memory just to have both versions on display.
Dude, I'm literally running my hand through my hair because of how dumb that sounds right now. So you gotta launch last generation's game on the Xbox Series X for you to play with your friends.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, man! What the hell are they thinking, man? And it's one thing to come out and the game sucks. It's another thing to have a couple of months, take some feedback, and then you just like do something like this. And it's like I just don't understand why some of these companies just dig themselves into a bigger hole. Because listen, I don't want to generalize gamers. They're a fickle bunch, right? They're just as easy to satisfy as they are to get angry.
No, that's true. I completely agree with that.
100%.
And it's just like, so when a company goes, oh man, we're making all the wrong moves, let's make a couple extra ones. It's like, it just like doesn't make sense to me. But that now that you're talking about some of your friends that weren't able to get the Xbox Series X, I think and maybe this is a conversation they have every time something hot comes out, but especially this go around, I'm hearing a lot about scalping, and I think scalping is like one of the worst things that you can do as a human being. If you do it, you suck. I hope you don't ever sell none of your stock. But like, especially this go around, dude, it's impossible to get a Series X. It's impossible to get a PS5. I can't get any graphics cards. These graphic cards, the 3090, is $1,500, bro, and it sells out so quickly. And I refuse to believe that it's all people, individual people that just want their graphics card.
No, it's scalpers. The same thing happened with whatchamacallit.
100% scalpers, man.
The PlayStation 5 sold out, and like a couple hundred people, or it's actually a group. They're a scalping group. They said they have like 3,500.
I heard about this. This group of scalpers have more stock than like a GameStop or like a Best Buy, and it's just like, and they're selling these PS5s for like $1,000, $1,000 plus. It's like, get the hell out of here, man. Go to hell, bro.
Yo, I think the thing that I hated most about that is that they were like, well, we're going through tough times, so that's why we bought up all these PlayStation 5s. And I'm like, bro, if you can afford 2 PlayStation 5s, you're not going through a tough time, okay?
Right.
100%.
You can afford all those PS5s. I don't think your tough times are as tough as you think they are, bro.
Yeah,
but it's such a bad time right now, bro. Cause like, and GameStop says, oh, we make these bundles as a way to kind of curb scalping, which, I mean,
makes sense.
Honestly. It makes sense, but at the same time, listen, I just want to get the console, right? I don't want to pay for anything extra. I just want the console, and pretty much that's it. So it sucks that scalping has now led to a situation where if I want to get a Series X, that I won't even get until probably like mid-January, I have to spend $800, $900, $500 plus for an Xbox Series S bundle, $800 for an Xbox Series X bundle. And it's just like, goddamn, it's like Ken right here is an Xbox ambassador. He has one. I'm jealous. I'm trying to get on that level. And he's making me look bad. Which, by the way, did you just pre-order it?
Yeah, I pre-ordered mine.
Damn.
I was busy.
You know what's great? What's crazy is I could have been sitting here with the Xbox and the PS5 actually.
Shut up, man.
Because Tyler from Level with You, his PS5 technically came from me.
Ooh.
Because I received my email from Sony telling me, "Oh, well, here's your pre-order link. Just be on Friday at 10 in the morning, and we'll let you in so you could pre-order your PlayStation and also get any accessories you want, things like that." So he literally got his because I was like, well, here's what my thing, my logic. I was like, I wanted the Series X more. So I was like, well, I'm going to get charged right away. So I only have the money right now for one.
And of course, as an Xbox ambassador, trademark, copyright, whatever, you douchebag, you went, I'm going to go with the Xbox.
Of course. So then, boom, come to find out when he pre-ordered it, Sony was like, well, we're not gonna charge you until we ship it. And I was like, wait a second, what?
Ah, man, you missed out then.
I missed out. So, but being a good guy, I didn't leave the invite to go to waste, and I was like, oh, because also I wasn't just gonna let anybody have the invite because you had to have access to my account to use the invite.
So it'll only be someone that you trust.
Exactly, definitely, because they could have gone in, done whatever with my account.
That's true. I would have hacked your account, bro. I would have changed your name like Jerk or something. I don't know, something stupid.
Ken the Troll.
Change your name to Ken the Troll. Yeah, but yeah, it's such a ridiculous situation with the new consoles. I'm probably not gonna be able to get one, which it's fine. You know, I justify it in my head because I hear like all these, oh, my PS5 is on fire and my Xbox Series X is bricked. So I'm like, I can avoid this, I guess, for a couple of months. But I know you guys are having a lot of fun with it, and that just makes me sad.
Man, I'm having so much fun with it.
All right, so my next favorite, well, I don't want to say favorite blunder, but another blunder that happened this year, man, was crazy to me, was the Apple versus Epic about Fortnite on mobile.
Bro, that is such a stupid.
That was wild on Apple's part. Like you could see how greedy they were.
Wait, hold up, Ken. I gotta ask you real quick. Are you on Apple or on Epic side?
In this one, I felt like, yo, I was on Epic's side. You know, I didn't.
Mm.
I from what the little bit I read on, I was like, wait a second. So Apple's forcing them to, you know, give Apple like a piece of the pie. Like, you ain't
Yeah,
make the game.
30%.
So
Yeah, I'll agree that the percentage is super high. Did Fortnite go about it the wrong way? I I want to say yes, because like not only did they do it, which is fine, you're more than welcome to start your whatever you think is right on your end, but they made it like a marketing thing also too. You know, it's like it wasn't just that. Oh, listen, this is wrong. We're gonna take it to court. It's like no, we're trying to win over favor with like the gamers, and they're trying to make it about only Fortnite. One of the biggest problems I had with it was Tim Sweeney, uh, saying like, oh, you know, like by the way, Tim Sweeney's worth like $5 billion, I think, and he's talking about like, oh, we're not, you know, like that's just money left on the table and whatever, whatever, and then he compared the the lawsuit. You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
He compared the lawsuit to the civil rights movement. He's saying this is like,
oh, I didn't
yeah,
catch
which,
that.
which is like insane. It's Tim Sweeney is such an idiot, bro.
Yeah,
But
they lost me the more they went on it. Like, I understand the lawsuit. I get it. I think PlayStation and Xbox charge 15-20%.
Yeah.
It used to be 30. Everybody used to charge 30%, but then it's gone down over the years.
yeah, which is should be a
Understandable.
thing. And Apple absolutely should not be taking the percentage that they're taking, which I know is way too high. I think both Apple and Google take like about 30%, which is
Yeah, it's
bro,
insane.
like Jesus Christ. But it was such a huge mess. Like they rolled out these commercials, like free Fortnite, and it's like, dude, just like do it for you know, like whatever good reasons you can come up with. Um, but like it led to such a crazy shitstorm. Like people were like, what was it? Epic games made with Unreal Engine started getting taken out of the App Store, and now you're taking, you know, money off of small developers' mouths, and it's really just because the way they went about it. I don't think Apple would have gone so far had
No.
Epic not constantly been knocking on that bell, like this is what we're doing. We're making merch about the lawsuit. We're making commercials about the lawsuit. And then Tim Sweeney's like, listen, in every like great movement, there's gonna be some sacrifices, and yeah, like it's like, well, you know. But that was such a huge, crazy moment for me.
I don't know. I can see it from Apple's side, though, honestly. It's their OS. It's their marketplace. They literally make everything besides the chips. So,
Sure.
even then, they're going to start making their own chips, apparently.
Yeah, they are
So,
supposedly. So
it's
we'll
it's
see
their
how that
thing, so-
goes.
And it's even crazier that also, like, another thing that I thought was dumb, which is how they went. I mean, of course, the whole way they went about it is that they put like the V-Bucks for like $7.
Yeah.
They're like, we're passing the savings on to you. Which, by the way, I 1,000% guarantee you that if Apple just let it slide, they would have shot the price back up to $10. And then, because at the end of the day, Tim Sweeney made it very obvious that it's about the money that's left on the table. When Fortnite is raking already in all this goddamn money and is very greedy at that point to be wanting more. But you know, to each their own. I can see it from Epic's side only if it works out for every developer, because I think Apple doesn't charge like Uber and Lyft and like some other apps. But if you know,
Good, 'cause they're
I
not
wouldn't put
providing
it
the
past
service.
Tim Sweeney and Epic to be like, just make that deal with us and we'll stop doing everything. And if they do that, then it's like a whole nother can of worms. But
Yeah, 100%. If they go that slimy route, like I'm like, yeah, nah.
then the whole thing was just for show, was just only for them.
I mean, it was always for show, honestly.
Yeah,
Of
There's
course.
nothing
Yeah.
else besides that.
It was for sure. It was for show the moment that the game got taken down, they immediately dropped like a commercial the next day. It's like I could see
They did they remade Apple's commercial.
Apple's
from, like,
commercial, yeah.
87 or something.
And like, there's no way you made that in a day.
No,
It was clearly like a whole planned out
planned
attack.
It was pretty much just a big marketing campaign.
Yeah.
It
But
was
I
crazy.
think they're still in litigation. It's still an ongoing court case, and that's gonna be going on probably for like another year or
that's
two.
gonna be going on for a while.
Mhm.
Because Apple's not gonna let that go. The judge already told them they have to put all the games they used on Unreal Engine back anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're not part of the lawsuit.
The smaller developers, so they put those games back.
Yeah. It's
Alright,
just
so
Epic isn't allowed into their main account.
That's so I don't know. So another, man, you see, I don't want to say blunder, and you guys are more than welcome to tell me Vic's not a blunder. You're making it a big deal.
Which is
The Halo Infinite graphics thing.
oh, that's not a blunder. People exaggerated that. I don't care. Games still look beautiful in motion. Anything looks horrible in a still. Honestly,
What do you think? What do you think, Ken? What were your thoughts as an Xbox ambassador? I want to pick your brain a little bit about what you thought about that whole situation where people took a freeze frame of a moving character, right?
Mhm.
And they were like, "This is how the game looks overall," and it made a big thing. And now the game is delayed.
You know, like we talked about how fickle the gaming community is. You
Mm.
can please them just as quickly as you could piss them off,
Mhm.
right? And they took this and they ran with it. And to per se, I will say that I want to say a good at least 15% of people torching the still online were PS fanboys.
Yeah,
bro. I say like 20, 25.
25%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. That fan base are
Toxic
out
as
for
hell.
blood for some reason too, because you think about it, how people talk about how superior the PlayStation is. Why
Mhm.
are you so much on the Xbox back about any little mistake that you might see?
Yeah, console wars in general are just so goddamn stupid. I mean, dude, like I'm not gonna lie. When I was 12 and 11, and I was like clutching my GameCube, like you're the most beautiful thing in the world, baby. Nothing's better than you. But like, it's like you just gotta grow up out of it, man. Like, you see like grown men on Twitter making videos like, this is why the PlayStation's so much better as a brand. It's like, dude, you're a grown man. You have 1,000 followers on Twitter. Relax, bro. Like, what's the matter with you?
I still do that. I just don't do all of that.
You still do
Like,
that?
I still have my main primary thing, which is obviously Nintendo.
Yeah, but you don't like go out of your way to like
No,
crap
yeah,
on a
no, definitely.
PlayStation or an Xbox thing,
No,
you know?
I mean I do it on
Exactly.
PlayStation, but it's mostly for the fans. I actually have absolutely no
Yeah.
problem with PlayStation and
Yeah.
that company. I
Lightman
hate
doesn't
the
get
fans.
involved in console wars. He just craps on like fan bases mostly. He's not gonna come out and say like every Sony fan's terrible, but sometimes the way they boost like a Naughty Dog or the way they talk about like
Oh
PlayStation
yeah,
in general,
man.
dude, it's just I'm just like, God damn, dude. Like,
Yeah,
remember how
they'll
they
be
used to talk
like
about yeah.
the worst ones, Vic, are the one that you get like, oh, what first party games does Xbox have? What exclusives?
Yeah. Which is like, first of all, Xbox has a great lineup of games. And second of all, they just launched a couple of studios. They just bought a couple of studios. It's not going to happen overnight. All right. They bought the studios. They announced the acquisitions like 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Even then,
They announced
planning,
them last year too.
you see, 2 years ago and last year, like planning takes a long time. These games aren't going to come out for a couple of years. And when they do, they're going to be great games, I think. At least I hope so. Listen,
I mean, you got Microsoft's backing. There's no way I mean, even what you call it. No, even the people who did the Outer Worlds. That game was amazing.
I wouldn't say if you have Microsoft's back end, it's automatically going to be a good game because they've had some blunders.
Well, before they did have some blunders, but I will say that they have been more keen and paying attention to what they put out.
Yeah,
and
Phil,
how it
Phil
gets put
Spencer's
out.
awesome.
Let's put it like
I
this.
like 'em.
Did you think Perfect Dark was Perfect Dark?
Yo, oh my God, dude. Perfect
didn't.
Dark, that announcement came so out of left field, bro.
Like even the design of the game, just like Perfect Dark from when
Well,
you know it and then now.
You know, Perfect Dark wasn't not semi-serious, you know? So it's not like,
I'm not talking about. I'm
not like
talking
a
like,
huge jump.
No, that's a huge jump.
Well, yeah. Well, if you're comparing this to like the N64 version, of course you're gonna.
I'm comparing it to anything they've made the jump to, like Viva Pinata and Banjo Kazooie.
Oh my God! Listen, I don't
That's-
care what nobody says. What was it? Pinata again? What is it called?
Viva Pinata.
Viva Pinata. Dude, that game was so much fun. That was such a fun game to play, dude.
I think Bugsnax try to be Viva Pinata.
Bugsnax? Oh my God! Now I'm thinking about the goddamn song.
Which one?
The Bugsnax theme song.
I don't know it.
I'm not gonna sing it because I
Do
don't
it.
want to make that.
Don't do it.
earworm.
Don't
no, I'm
do
not gonna
it.
do it. I'm not gonna do it. Usually, I'm one to just go out there and start singing, but not this one.
They also
Definitely
have
not this one.
the Battletoads. See,
I never played it.
like their record
Yeah.
for games that got upgraded to current gen.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect Dark's above those like crazy.
I feel like people are gonna have an issue with me saying this, but I'm very iffy on Fable because Peter Molyneux's not making it.
No, thank God.
Oh,
Uh,
oh wow.
I-
That's how you feel, Vic?
Yo, dude, the way Peter Molyneux always oversold the game, and dude, it was like, but you could see when you play the game that he had a vision. He just wasn't the guy to actually bring it to fruition. But it's just like, dude,
he's a
Fable.
marketer.
Hmm?
He's a marketer.
Yeah, he's an incredible marketer. I think even his
Oh yeah,
little mobile game,
100%.
is what Polybius or whatever. No, not Polybius.
No.
I forgot what it's called.
black and white.
No,
No, they
not
didn't.
the mobile game where you like
Whether you're
click on
attacking
the
the little
boxes.
the little
Like, bro,
square.
he marketed that game so well to disappoint everybody again, and it's like you're getting Peter Molyneux is a thing now.
Some guy took 5 years to break the whole thing.
Yeah, some guy was dedicated because he's like, I gotta find out what's the secret of this cube. Only for Peter Molyneux to be like, yeah, there's no secret. You kind of just wasted your time.
It was like a yellow card or something.
It's like-
Honestly,
but
just
it
like a
wasn't worth
small
5
message.
years
No,
of
it wasn't
work.
worth the 5 years, and the whole because it was multiple people doing it.
Yeah.
Wasn't worth that.
It's interesting, but I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Fable because Turn 10 is making it. The
Yeah,
Forza
that's
people are
Turn
making it. I think.
10. Are they?
Am I
Yeah.
wrong, Ken? Yeah. Turn
Um,
10 is making it, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
It's gonna be open world then, no?
What,
Yeah,
every
it's gonna be
Fable-
open world. It's
Better
gonna
be.
be look real realistic. I'm thinking.
Oh God, I hope they don't. No,
No.
no, no. The trailer shows off like, well, this is a CGI trailer, but like they got
Well,
fairies
yeah.
and stuff. So
I don't mean like it's gonna look like
Yeah.
actual people, but I mean like
the
the fantasy lifelike quality is gonna be over the top.
oh, okay, all right. Well, listen, everyone knows the best Fable game is.
Is this Turn 10's first game outside of Forza?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting then.
But they're not taking a break from making Forza, right? It's like another development
Oh, they
inside
got two
Yeah.
teams?
the two teams now. The two team in it.
That's cool. A whole bunch of studios should start doing that, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for Microsoft's future. Any other
Oh,
blunders?
same here.
Any other blunders you guys think about?
Yes, I got two in my head.
Which one?
I've been wanting to
Ubisoft?
talk- I got three in my head. Four.
no,
You know what? It was a whole year of blunders actually.
it
You
really
got the
was.
whole fighting game community. right?
Oh my God,
you
Jesus.
have Ubisoft. You have Cyberpunk. You have Avengers, the Avengers game.
yeah,
Man.
dude. But I've never seen a game get the red carpet rolled out for it, and me watch it and go, "This game's not gonna succeed at all." And it's
Yeah.
crazy because it's the Avengers. Marvel is such a hot property right now, but I still saw it, and I saw, dude. You know what? Convinced me that the game wasn't gonna be good at all
The voice actors.
when they brought the voice actors in, and they were just like so up their own ass, dude. They're like, yeah, it's gonna be. We've never seen
They
like
was
such
in
an
the
incredible
couch.
amount of talent in one place. I'm like, this game's gonna suck. The game looks terrible. The
Mhm.
character models look bad. I mean, which granted, the voice actors, they're good voice actors. Don't get me wrong.
I hate them.
They're great at their jobs.
They are, but I hate
But
them.
they're so overused, man. And I did not need to see Laura Bailey,
Yeah. Nolan North,
Troy Baker,
Troy Baker.
Nolan North,
And I forget the other guy.
I forget the other woman's name. I did not need to see them all in one room. I did not, because I just couldn't take it. But yeah, I don't know if I would consider it a blunder. I think
No, definitely.
you think so. I don't know, man. I feel like towards launch, people were like, yeah, this game's not gonna be a big deal at all.
Nah, it started off as a big deal. Everybody was hyped for it.
Yeah, no, it really did.
I was hyped for it.
The
You-
thing that killed it was the demo.
Yeah, which is crazy because as soon as the game came out, people were like, left out a lot in the demo, and they definitely undersold the game. But the game came out to average reviews, right? Average sales,
No, below
And
average sales.
below average
It sold
sales.
only like 2 million, I think.
So, yeah, I mean, I would consider it a blunder on the fact that it's such a hot property and they messed it up.
It's Marvel. Damn.
Mhm.
How about Marvel versus what you call it? Oh my god, the Switch game.
Oh, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
Oh, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That one was good. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was a
bought
fun
it.
game, dude.
I played it, beat the DLC. I played it again. It's a fun game. It's Marvel, and I'm not even a big fan of Marvel, honestly. I don't like Marvel like that. but I still like that game.